Follow all Moessieurs news on his website, www.moessieurs.com. And on his Facebook Moessieurs and Instagram Moessieurs13 page 2. For daily exclusive publications.
Hello and welcome on Moessieurs for this new video dedicated to the Montage M, and the today topic is about using the AD input with a microphone or with one of the synthesizers as an example. Shoot all along the video because on the bonus I will explain to you how to keep the settings you have done on one performance on all Montage M performances. But before to start, if you are not already a Moessieurs YouTube follower, please click on subscribe and click on the bell to be informed when I release a new video. If you like the content, please press like. And if you want to support the channel, you have two ways. You can use the super thanks bottom right of the video, or you can become a Moessieurs member by joining the community for a monthly fee of less than €3 to have some video in advance and some dedicated posts and more time if you took a Moessieurs masterclass with me.
Let's start with the basic settings. We'll go to Utility, then into Settings here, and into the Audio I/O screen. This is where you have the input type settings for the AD input. A for analog and D for digital. You've selected the mic setting for a microphone, or a guitar, or a bass, something that uses a microphone. If you want to connect another keyboard or synthesizer, an MP3 player for example, you'll choose the line setting. That's all you need to know about this screen. On your Montage M rear, you have two sockets for AD input. L is left, R is right. If you want to connect a microphone, it's usually better to put it on the left side. If you have a stereo device, you connect it to both. Plug L and R cables into the two sockets. Now listen carefully, because what I'm about to tell you is very important. The 6.35 jack you're going to connect must be unbalanced. That's the one with just one little black line here, not two. What users call mono or stereo by default is in fact unbalanced or balanced. The AD input is unbalanced. The risk you run if you use a balanced jack is to get an unpleasant electrical buzz sound. You can use an adapter like the one I've shown you to connect your microphone cable. That's the first important point, getting the right cable or jack adapter. The second important point concerns your microphone type. It's imperative that your microphone is a dynamic microphone, which doesn't need what we call a phantom power supply. If it's a static mic that needs a phantom power supply, it won't work directly. If you only have a static mic, you need to buy a small phantom power supply, which will provide it the necessary power, and which you connect directly to the AD input. I'm not sponsored, but these are mics I use on stage, the Lewitt MTP 840. The huge advantage of this mic is that there are settings that allow you to switch it from dynamic to static. I'm not going to open the caps to demonstrate how to. You see that it's well connected, because you can see that my Montage M is receiving signal. It's lit up in blue here, and let's suit with that. I've taken a basic performance with a piano, but we're not going to play it, as that's not what this video is about. To hear your microphone, which is connected, you need to activate the AD input button here. Then you'll need to adjust the entry level here. On this video, I'm going to have two microphones, so the sound will be doubled for some parts. You have to be careful that it doesn't go here. You've seen the LED turn red. When it turns red, it means that the input gain or level is too high. If the input level is too high, too hot, then you're going to get a saturated sound. You need to adjust your AD input accordingly. Next, in our performance, we'll click on Edit. We'll go here to the common level. It's at common level that we have the AD input. Since it's not a part, it's going to act in a general way. We go to Audio In, which lives up to its name. Then we go to Mixing Screen. The first setting you'll need to make is to choose the right input mode, which defines how you're connected. Look closely here, input mode, we were on stereo. I've plugged in a microphone, which only has one cable, and I've connected it to the left input, so I'm going to choose L mono in this case. If you put it on the right, It's not a problem. You select R mono like that. It's not a problem. If you want, because you've made two inputs, a guitar and a microphone, you can set L plus R mono like this, and the two will be mixed at the output. If you've plugged in a synthesizer or an audio player, then you'll choose stereo. I'll set it to L mono, then adjust its output volume. Input level, output volume here. Here we'll manage the panning.
To the right or to the left. Effect dry level, you can add some variation from the performance variation effect and the reverb sound.
Here you also have a choice of audio output. You can output to the main LR. You can output to the left and right assignables to send for dedicate mixing for the sound engineer. Or USB for audio recordings to your favorite sequencer software. You can use the USB buses here in stereo. Or only the assignable left, assignable right and mono USB buses. For a microphone, choose a mono bus. You can also set it to off. Why set it to off? Because maybe you're going to use a microphone on some songs and not on others. Maybe on some songs, you're not going to sing with your microphone. In that case, you can set it to off, to avoid the mic picking up stage or ambient sound. I'll switch back to main left and right. What's the digital in underneath? If you're working with Cubase, for example, or any other sequencer software, you can route the output signal by selecting the appropriate output bus. If you're connected to your Montage M, you can adjust the Cubase signal here. Choose left, left plus right or stereo. And you have exactly the same settings available. For example, if you're singing over a backing track from Cubase, and you need backing vocals, the backing vocals routed to a dedicated audio bus will benefit your Montage M system effects, the same as those your microphone. You can adjust them directly on this screen. We'll come back to the routing screen in a dedicated video, otherwise this one's going to be too long.
Would you like to take in hand, learn or improve your knowledge of your Yamaha synthesizer or stage keyboard? Book your Moessieux Masterclass now. Your private session is conducted online through Zoom. Take all benefit of Joel's expertise for all these topics. It's available for users all over the world, through Music Hackspace platform, in English or in French. It's easy. Select your date and time from the Moessieux calendar available slots on your time zone. Choose your topic and after your online personal meeting, you can download your session video to review it, as many anytime you need. And now, that's the bonus time.
For this bonus, I told you I was going to explain how the settings made on this performance can be applied to all Montage M performances. What's the point about using this? If you play on piano bar, if you play on stage, if you don't want to make specific settings for your microphone for each performance, this allows you to do it only on one performance. If there really are certain performances where you want to have specific settings, then you'll have to adjust them all one by one. But if that's not the case, let's see how to do this. We'll go to Utility. We'll go to Effect Switch. Now you're going to say to me, I don't want to switch effects, Joel. Yes, but that's where you need to go, because you have the global AD switch. The idea is to make your settings on a first performance, then in Utility, activate the global AD switch. I go to the next performance, and if I do edit, you'll see that I've kept the same settings. You'll see that we no longer have access to reverb and variation sends. They're not lost. You just can't modify them anymore, since the global AD is activate. Don't look everywhere for these two slots. They're no longer there, no big deal. Now you can rehearse or perform with your microphone connected to your Montage M. What happens when I switch off my Montage M? When you switch off the Montage M, this global AD setting is no longer active, whether it was activated on a preset or user performance. When you switch your Montage M back on for a rehearsal or a concert, you'll need to go back to the first performance of your choice, like this one. I recommend that you make a user performance, store it, and each time you power on your Montage M, you open this performance first, and put it in the first live set slot, page and bank. Then simply go to Utility, activate Global AD and you're all set. I'd still advise you to make a little adjustment before switch Global AD on, because depending on the room, the reverb and variation sends you've chosen need to be adjusted a little.
This is video ending. I hope you have liked it. I hope you have find it interesting. As a reminder, you can book your Moessieux Masterclass directly on the Music Arcspace platform. See you soon for one other Moessieux video. Bye.
Would you like to discover, learn, or improve your knowledge of your Yamaha synthesizer or stage keyboard? Book your Moessieurs Masterclass now. Your private session is conducted online through Zoom. Take all benefit of Moessieurs' expertise, Yamaha synthesizers and stage keyboard specialist and consultant for Yamaha Music Europe and France. As member of International Yamaha Tech Talk live team, Music Hackspace instructor and host of the Camelot Pro Sessions, Joel take care of your experience level. Whether you're a beginner or a skilled user, get the most out of your Yamaha synthesizer, stage keyboard, John Mayla's software suite or Camelot Pro. Book your session for your personal Moessieurs one-to-one session. It's available for users all over the world through Music Hackspace platform. It's easy. Select your date and time from the Moessieurs calendar available slots on your time zone. Thank you for watching this Moessieurs video. Do not forget to click on like, subscribe and click on the bell to be informed when a new video is online. Do not hesitate to write a comment or ask a question. See you soon, bye!